Hi everyone, how's it going? I wish you all good. Guess who is small, short, high curiosity, good at climbing, and rich? Sorry, but not you. Any other answer? Yeah, that's right, Zacchaeus. Who doesn't know the story? Even Sunday school kids know. This is one of the favorite stories of Sunday school teachers. And also, one of the all-time favorite salvation theme preaching. This story becomes one of the most phenomenal stories in the Bible. How not? As we know, a sinner, a high-level corrupter, feared, sneered, hated by so many people, for he is considered to serve Rome and oppress his own people, which was later found by Jesus, and immediately his life changed. He feared God, loving and generous, even the greatest of all, he received salvation. But behind all that, there's a topic, or more suitable I say, a claim from the outsiders, those who are not believers. Or maybe the same thing, the same topic is questioned by Christians about this story. Zacchaeus is claimed as the buyer of salvation. Or another claim says salvation can be purchased. In other words, salvation is the result of works. And not only once or twice this claims was blamed on Christianity, often and long ago. So, what is our answer? Yes, you and me, believers. Can salvation purchase? We have to answer it now. Yes, right now. The answer is no, not at all. We give the answer at the beginning, even though the explanation is later, because this is crucial. This is principle. So, why did this claim come about? Of course, this claim arises from the Bible verses itself, or rather, its chronology. The reader or claimant very close to chronology and lulled by it, so they conclude it does, and the claims appears. This is not the only case the Bible is misunderstood by its chronology. There are many like this. Therefore, we must understand what really happened in the story, and not just rely on chronology. Let's consider what really happened. This story is written in Luke chapter 19, verse 1 to 10. And let's look at the chronology. In verse 1, it said that Jesus entered the city of Jericho. Then in verse 2 to 4 explains who Zacchaeus was, and then he was curious about who this Jesus really was. So he climbed a tree. Then verse 5, Jesus said that he would stop by Zacchaeus' house. Verse 6, Zacchaeus received Jesus with joyful. Verse 7 show how angry people felt because Jesus visited the sinner's house. Then we arrive at verse 8 and 9, which tells of Zacchaeus who gave half of his possessions to the poor and returned fourfold to whoever he had extorted. Verse 9, Jesus said that Zacchaeus received the salvation and even his family. These two verses are the subject of discussions. The sequence of events reported that after Zacchaeus gave his possessions or did something was right, in other words, by works, then Jesus said he was saved. Therefore, salvation is the result of works. We purchase salvation with our works, or salvation comes after our works. This concept is totally wrong. Focusing on two verses without regard to the entire passage, that is the weakness of the claims of the claimants. Let's look more. Back to the beginning of the story. Jesus arrived at Jericho, met Zacchaeus, then he said he would visit Zacchaeus' house, and Zacchaeus received him with joy. In fact, if we only wanted to focus on a few verses, just like the habits of the accusers, then verse 5 and 6 are more appropriate, for this is the key to this passage. The Lord Jesus always wants to come in and come closer to each of us, like Zacchaeus. Then, do we accept Him staying with us, close to us, live in us? If so, that's where salvation is for us, just like Zacchaeus. An affirmation also appears in the last verse, verse 10. For the Son of Man is come to seek and save that which was lost. Isn't that clear? The Lord Jesus Himself is seeking. and not Zacchaeus or all of us go here and there doing everything so we can be saved. Our part only believe and accept Him in our life. Just like Zacchaeus. There is salvation because of our trust and acceptance of Jesus Christ, not because of works. And then God saw and said, "Oh, this child is very kind. I will give salvation to him." Hilarious. This is not our concept at all. We are not like other beliefs or religions that salvation rely on works. Isn't the whole Bible has echoed it for thousands of years? That salvation is solely the grace of God. There are many verses, even the whole Bible. Okay, final words. Keep your hold on a second. So that nothing is left behind, there is one more question. Why should there be division of possessions in the story? If indeed salvation is not from works. This is the joy response of receiving Jesus. And Jesus lives in him and he is in Jesus. So he will bear fruit. John 15 verse 1-17. And the fruit is kindness, love, virtue, etc. will be felt by all those around person who have received the joy of salvation. Okay, maybe our friends watching this aren't misunderstood about this story, but there are lots of people out there who misunderstand, so we can help them. We can tell them, teach them so that they no longer misunderstand about this and about the concept of our salvation. Save first, do later, not do first, save later is our concept of salvation. Okay, I'm very grateful if all friends are blessed through a simple explanation in this video. Finally, keep your faith, your hope, and your love. Jesus bless and love you all.